everyone. We are from Fun Science with SHS. This is NCERT Class 6 Science Lesson 3 Fiber to Fabric. So let's start. Our first topic is fibers. You might have observed something similar when you try to thread a needle. Many a time, the end of the thread is separated into a few thin strands. This makes it difficult to pass the thread through the eye of the needle. The thin strands of the thread that we see are made of still thinner strands called fibers. Now, what are the types of fibers? There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. So, what are natural fibers? Let's check. Natural fibers. The fibers obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers. Example, cotton, jute, silk, etc. Now, what are synthetic fibers? Synthetic fibers are the fibers that are also made from chemical substances which are not obtained from plant or animal resources. These are called synthetic fibers. Example, nylon, polyester, acrylic, etc. Some common plant fibers. First is cotton. Cotton is used for making mattresses, quilts, pillows, etc. Kind of soil in which it is found is black soil. Climate in which it is grown is the warm climate. Fruits, cotton ball, from which we obtain cotton. State in which it is found. Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat. Part from which fiber is obtained is fruit. Season in which it is cultivated is monsoon season. Some common plant fiber, jute. Used for making bags, chairs, covering, etc. Kind of soil in which it is grown is the clay loamy soil. Climate in which it is grown is the warm climate. Fruits, no fruits available. States in which it is cultivated are West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, and etc. Part from which fiber is obtained, stem. Season in which it is cultivated, rainy season. Chain of fiber to fabric. Fabrics are made up of yarns and yarns are further made of fibers. To make fabrics, all these fibers are first converted into yarns. How is this done? Now we will study how the fibers are converted into a yarn. The process of making the yarn from fiber is called spinning. In this process, fibers from mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fiber together to form yarn. A simple used for spinning is a hand spindle, also called as takli. Another hand separated device used for spinning is chakra. Now we will understand how to make yarn to fabric. There are many ways by which the fabrics are made from yarns. The two main processes are weaving and knitting. Now, what is weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric is called weaving. In a similar manner, two sets of yarn are woven to make a fabric. The yarns are much thinner than our paper strips. Of course, weaving of fabrics is done on looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. Now, what is knitting? In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Have you ever seen your grandmother or Maternal grandmother knitting your sweater or shirt. This process is called knitting. Or have you ever pulled the yarn from torn pair of socks? What happens? A single yarn gets pulled out continuously as the fabric gets unraveled. History of clothing material. Have you ever wondered that what material people used in ancient times for clothes? It appears that it those times people used the bark and big leaves of the trees or animal skin and fur to cover themselves. After a few period of time, people learned to weave twigs and grass into mats and baskets. Animal fleece or hair were twisted together into long strands. In those days, stitching was not known. People simply wrapped the fabrics around different parts of their body. Many different ways of draping fabrics were used. With the invention of sewing needle, people started stitching fabrics to make clothes. Stitched clothes have gone through many variations since this invention. So thank you. Hope you understand it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe our channel Fun Science with SHS and press the bell icon to get notified with the latest video.